Kính thưa quý khán thính giả, thì chỉ trong mấy tháng vừa qua thì có một người trẻ gốc Việt, cô Stephanie Trinh đã thắng một cái giải thi Hoa hậu quốc tế ở bên Mỹ, tiểu bang Minnesota. Cô Stephanie Trinh sinh đẻ tại Úc, tiếng Việt thì không có rành lắm, nên là chúng tôi sẽ tiếp chuyện với cô bằng tiếng Anh, nhưng mà sau đó chúng tôi sẽ nói lại vài câu tiếng Việt để cùng chia sẻ với quý thính giả. Có thể nói một người trẻ trong cộng đồng chúng ta, một người trẻ thành công cũng mang lại một vài cái niềm vinh dự nào đó cho cộng đồng người Việt nói chung, nhân chúng ta có những sinh hoạt đánh dấu 40 năm định cư. Hello Stephanie, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
Welcome to the program, Stephanie. Well, first of all, congratulations on the winning the Miss Global United International. Now, when we think of Miss Global United International or some other pageant competition, we think of perhaps somebody who is relatively young, who I guess devotes a lot of time in the area of preparing herself for the competition. Can you tell us a bit more? Is this Miss Global United International competition, is it the same as Miss World, or is it similar to, is it called Miss Universe? So what kind of title is it?
Well, with my title, what I won was Miss Global United International. So from winning that, and in that category, it's Ms meaning MS. I'm a little bit older, so I'm not the typical, younger contestant who's about 18 or to 21.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
With my background, I was born in Australia, but my parents are from Vietnam. My dad's Chinese Vietnamese, born in Vietnam, grew up in Vietnam, then migrated over to Australia eventually, because he went to America first and then came back to Australia to find my mum, because she went straight to Australia. And then they met, got married, and yeah, we settled in Perth, Western Australia. I'm the oldest of 8 children.
Wow.
I know, it sounds like a big family, but we're so used to each other. It's just, it's another day. Yeah, that's my family. People used to say they know it's us because there's a whole mob of us, all dressed the same. Because our parents used to dress us the same. It was scary looking back.
You grew up in Perth. I guess the majority of our listeners are based in the eastern states. We're talking about New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland. And Perth, even though we're still in the same country, it just seems so far away.
It does, because we're on the other side, and it's about a 5 or 6 hour plane trip between the two cities, like from here to Sydney. And all I can say is that when I went to Sydney, you guys I've got your communities all set up, and Perth, I've heard people rumoured to say, Perth is like Sydney 10 years ago. So I don't know how to take that, but for me it's home. And I grew up here. It's not as dense, I can say that. The city life is not as dense as Sydney. It's more spread out because of so much of the large land that we have in Western Australia, being a bigger state. Everything's just more spread out, and it's just less traffic for sure. Population isn't as dense in the one area. Besides that, I know there's quite a life in Perth, and if you like sightseeing and having a relaxed life, that's Perth, exactly. If you're looking for that.
Can I just go back to the previous question? What's the difference and similarities between Miss Global United International and Miss Universe and Miss World? Because there's so many titles out there. I mean, I'm confused.
Well, there is a lot of pageants out there today, and the difference with Miss Global International, Global United International, is that we offer contestants of all ages, pretty much from teen and up. Doesn't matter if you're 99 years old, there is a section for you that you can compete in for Miss Global United. Compared to Miss Universe and Miss World, I think they've got an age limit. That's what I remember. And they do some community work too, just like Miss Global United. But with Miss Global United, they've focused on their cause, which is supporting kids with cancer.
Right.
And that's so that everyone there is focused on that one cause. Even though we're a community service-based program, the cause that we focus on is kids with cancer. So fundraising for kids with cancer and spreading awareness is our main goal.
is it fair to say that the difference will be that with Miss World and Miss Universe, perhaps it's more to do with appearance, whereas with this title, Miss Global United International, it's more to do with some character or charitable work?
I feel to a sense that's true, but I don't know fully the details of Miss World and Miss Universe, because I haven't actually looked at their whole manual to see exactly the difference between the two. But I do know that you have to be a certain age in their age group to be able to enter. And for me, as I'm a single mother of 2 children, I don't fit that category because I'm 29, so I'm not able to compete. So that opportunity is out for me if I wanted to go in that direction with them. While going to Miss Global United International, I was accepted, and it's because they opened up the entrance requirements, to every age group from teen and up. And the reason for that is because they promote the cause more. The whole point of them running their program is to make sure that they promote their cause, which is supporting kids with cancer. They like everybody to be involved, and in the end of it, we're all just meant to have fun and do a great thing for our community. As I understand it, you represented Australia and won the title, so it's a really big deal, isn't it? It is. I was in shock thinking, what just happened? and can you tell us a little bit about the work that you do? I understand, just reading from some of the articles, that you work in pharmacy field and you're studying for a master degree, is that right? I'm working in pathology field at the hospital, but the course I'm doing at uni at the moment is a Masters of Pharmacy course. Right. So I'm studying to get my Masters of Pharmacy degree. Previously, I had a Bachelor's of Science, so I'm a scientist pretty much currently. Yes, that's very interesting. Now, you mentioned raising cancer awareness. So everybody that came into this competition would have a course to follow, or is it mainly this competition is just to do with raising cancer awareness? The whole point is raising cancer awareness, so it's up to you how you want to go about it. There's no one way. Some people have special skills that aren't the same as everybody else's special skills when they choose to promote it in their way. With me, when I promoted all my community work, including supporting cancer, I had it in a typical, like a year 12 art folio with my kids helping me decorate my display and all the presentations. So it's a really nice, fun-filled looking a portfolio compared to others that might have presented a video. Others did a recording of a voice recording, so that could be played for the judges before they came out and did their interviews. So there's many ways they showed it, and so it's good to know that there's no one set way of presenting yourself when it comes to this competition, or this pageant, more like it. Right. What sort of cancers do you focus on, and do you want to raise awareness and make sure or try to make people aware of? There's 2 in particular. When I won the Australian title and I was crowned Miss Australia Global United in April, that pageant focused on ovarian cancer awareness. Right. And the whole point of that is to let all women out there know the common signs and symptoms of ovarian cancer, because they are silent, and by women who do have ovarian cancer, by the time they find out, it's usually in later stages, and we're trying to prevent that so that then everybody has a better survival rate, because it's a bit harder to treat when it's left to further stages. What's the difference between ovarian cancer and cervix cancer? It's ovarian cancer, if you're looking at it from an anatomy point of view, I know it might sound like big words, but it's a different area of the female reproductive system. So the ovarian being ovaries, it's like, if you could see an image of the female reproductive area, it's like the 2 egg-looking pictures, the 2 ovals on the other side of the female's hips. It's pretty much sits close to around the hips. I'm just trying to think how to say it so it doesn't scare people off. Okay. And being the other one, cervical cancer, it's a little bit further down, so it's like the neck. It's described as the neck. So it's a different area of the reproductive system, the female reproductive. Which one is more prevalent in the community, do you think? All I can say is, I'm not too sure which one is more, but with ovarian cancer, because it's not likely to be discovered to a later stage, or diagnosed to a later stage, that is the issue.
Oh, I see.
And a pap smear can help detect with other cancers, which could include cervical as well, because I know that there's blood tests as well. So there's many other options when it comes to diagnosing cancer. But with ovarian cancer, it's only a blood test that you can go for to check to see if you're positive or if you are a likely person to have that.
Right. Now that you've won the competition, what's the future hold? I mean, are you looking at perhaps an opportunity to do, media work? Because I think personally I'd like to see more Asian faces on our television and, on mainstream radio. I think it would be wonderful to have a young Vietnamese Australian to be, a newsreader or a commentator.
I would love that too.
Okay. Have you got any approaches so far from any of the mainstream big media companies?
So far, I'm getting a lot of modelling, not modelling, but more supporters out there in terms of businesses. I just had Zubia supporting me, and a few photography companies and other small businesses as well. Not just small, but national businesses as well. I know that that must be somewhere down the track, and I would love that. So if somebody out there's listening and is looking for a young female Asian person to be in the media, that's a good opportunity out there for me, and I'm interested. Just putting it out there.
So I understand that Tracy Vo, Tracy Vo.
Oh yes, I see her. Yes.
She's working for Channel 9 at the moment. She was on her way up for Channel 9 in Sydney, but she decided to move back to Perth. But I think she's still working for Channel 9 in Perth.
I think I still see her there, because I just know that when I turn it on, I see her doing the traffic, I think it is. I think it's traffic. I just know she's on in the morning.
Right. Well, what you say to young, Vietnamese Australians or young Asians Australians in general about having a go? I mean, some of them might feel that because the fact that they are Asian in a white society, that may be a limit, or that may be a drawback for them. What do you say to that kind of view?
I say, don't let that stop you. Opportunities are open to everybody, and the only way you will know where you stand is if you put yourself out there. And I was afraid too, going out, competing, thinking, will they pick me? Am I what they're looking for to represent Australia? Because I'm Asian. I look full Asian. I don't even look close to half. So, and the only way I got this far is because I took that chance. Like I gave myself, I guess, that strength. I told myself, don't give up. I'm just trying to think how to word it because I feel it. And just don't give up. You only know when you try, and try again if you have to. Don't get put off if the first door closes, because there's many other doors out there that can open. During
the time that you had to be going to competition, and you say you had 2 kids, did you have somebody to look after them or to manage them for you?
I did. I told my mom, I said, Mom, guess what? She's like, I'm going to America. She's like, what for? Stuff, and then I told her, because I didn't know what to say to her, because being Asian parents, they're not really familiar with all those beauty pageants or things that happen to them. When I explained it to my mom, she was all excited. She supported me, and so did my family. So being, I guess, the oldest of the family of 8, everyone was helping out, and I was only gone for a week.
Right.
They managed. And they were really happy because I brought back the crown, and everyone was excited, gave me hugs and took selfies with the crown on, and they just showed their love and support, and that's what's needed, and I really appreciate that.
Last question, any things you would like to share with the listeners?
People out there who take a moment to hear what I have to say when I speak out about my story, and don't give up. We are still here today, and every moment of our life we can make a difference. And remember to love yourself and give yourself a go. There's just so much out there that we're blessed and destined to achieve, and we only know when we take that step out.
Well, thanks very much, Stephanie, for talking to us, and I wish you all the best in your endeavour to promote cancer awareness, and I'm sure that that will benefit a lot of people in the community, taking a blood test. And a blood test as well. Yeah, and well, I hope that opportunities will come knocking for you. This year, 2015, marked 40th year Vietnamese settlement in Australia, and it's great to see young people like you representing Australia and winning a title on behalf of Australia, and I think you also do the Vietnamese community proud. So congratulations.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you for having me.
Hopefully we'll have a chance to talk to you in the future.
Vietnamese, come in, everybody.
Okay. Kính thưa quý khán giả, quý vị vừa theo dõi cuộc trò chuyện của chúng tôi với cô Stephanie Trinh. Như chúng tôi có giới thiệu, cô sinh đẻ tại Úc, bên Perth. Cô đang làm việc trong phòng thí nghiệm, nhưng mà cô cũng đang học bằng cao học của Pharmacy, Master of Pharmacy. Cô đã đại diện cho Úc đi thi một cái giải Hoa hậu mang tên là Miss Global United International ở bên Mỹ, bên tiểu bang Minnesota, và cô đã thắng cái giải này. Và cô cho biết cô là một người mẹ đơn chiếc 29 tuổi với có 2 đứa con nhỏ, nhưng mà tại vì cái giải này nó mở rộng cho nó không có ràng buộc. Cái mục đích của cô là muốn quảng bá đến tất cả mọi người trong cộng đồng về cái vấn đề ung thư ovary cancer, chúng tôi tạm dịch là ung thư buồng trứng. Đây là một cái hiện tượng nó khá phổ biến trong cộng đồng, và nếu như mà chúng ta để lâu rồi mới đi bác sĩ thì có thể tới lúc đó thì nó sẽ khó khăn trong cái vấn đề chữa trị. Mà chỉ cần một cái blood test, chỉ cần thử máu một cách đơn giản thì có thể tìm ra. Thì đó là cái sứ mệnh của cô, và cô cũng hy vọng là trong tương lai với cái giải này mà cô đã giành thắng cho nước Úc thì cô sẽ được có cơ hội làm việc cho những cơ quan truyền thông chính ngạch, có thể là các đài TV hoặc là radio. Thì chúng tôi nhận thấy đây cũng là một sự thành công của một người trẻ trong cộng đồng chúng ta nhân 40 năm định cư, và hy vọng là cái giải mà cô đã thắng cũng mang đến một cái niềm vinh dự nào đó cho cộng đồng người Việt tại Tây Úc cũng như cộng đồng người Việt tại Úc nói chung. Xin trân trọng cảm ơn và kính chào tất cả quý vị.